Hi. So we have these two to
that's
test.
The one we wanted to have discussed.
As a scientist, my objective is to understand the lives of medieval people, not just what they did, but also their emotions. You can see that there is something, and that could be very interesting to know what's there. We have this new equipment for advanced imaging with manuscripts, which allow us to capture wavelengths which are not visible by the naked eye.
This is definitely infrared.
And this is quite important because it gives us access to hidden layers of writing, which means that we can have access to an author's second thoughts, for instance. We can see where and how he or she changed their minds. My recent research on a particular intellectual from the 12th century, John Tzetzes, I was lucky enough to find a manuscript of one of his works that was edited by himself. I mean, here it's interesting because you can see that his hand is really trembling. One that allows us to really peep into the workshop of the author. And we can also see his emotions unfold on the page. You can see that he's struggling. You can see the trembling of his hand, and when he gets particularly angry, you can also see that on the page because of the way he really traces his letters with almost with violence, and that's really fascinating. And this is the same that we have there. The baubles. Yeah. It's relevant because it leads us to empathize with the past. Because there we can understand a culture which is far away in time from ours, to understand the cultures which are distant from ours. The future challenge is to train, I think, a new generation of scholars, of students who would be at ease with these new developments and with these new technologies. And this is what we will try to do with this new Marie Curie doctoral network we have been awarded, called From Antiquity to Community. How do you adjust the focus manually until you...